I've been thinking about my beliefs. And I mean, not like the little ones, okay? Like the big ones. The ones that secure my future. The ones that's gonna send me straight to hell, okay? Like the big ones. And like the cosmological, ontological beliefs, all right? The ones that I hold most dear. And I keep getting this hit about limiting beliefs, which is a chaos magic thing, okay? Limiting beliefs. Don't let your beliefs limit you, all right? Try to think of ways. I'm guessing that the theory behind limiting beliefs is to not let your beliefs run you, okay? It should be the other way around. And I got to thinking, I think about my little beliefs. I can shift those around. They kind of morph with me, you know what I'm saying? But my bigger beliefs, what are my bigger beliefs about the universe, about God, about, I don't know, the ists and the isms and all that, right? Are any of them limiting? And my ego has been tearing me up. Sure, you believe in this. Sure, you believe in that. Look how much better you look when you believe this. My ego been all over it. And while I'm trying to shut that thing down, in a good way, you need your ego, okay, to process daily life. Trust me. It's different when you're working with like your bigger ones. Ones you don't even know exist. Okay? You don't even know it's safe. You don't even tread lightly. You're just in the meadow all of a sudden and you're getting attacked by the deer. Okay? I don't know. But then I got to thinking, what if I let my beliefs, the big ones, okay, that I don't even know exist, because I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out what my big ones are. The ones that run my life for me. The ones that are running underground even. The ones that are running like that subway and you hear the sound, you cannot see it, but you know something's happening underground. Okay, that's like the big beliefs. They're kind of running and like you're living your life on top of them. Trying to figure them out. But it's like, if they're so hard to pin down, then that in and of itself is a limitation. But if I can't even pin them down to what they are, okay, that's not a limitation. It is a stifling. It is a stagnation, okay? So I've been thinking about that a lot. And then I thought, what if I let them breathe? Just breathe. If I somehow relinquished a belief control, lifted it, and thought, run all you want to. It doesn't matter. Because tomorrow, like, it's almost like telling the big beliefs, you don't really care. You don't. Fake it. Like, I have to fake it sometimes. Like, no, I don't care. I don't care. You can do what you want to do. You know? All the while you're terrified that they're just going to morph into something else that you can't stand, that you morally can't stand. Some kind of value is going to shift overnight and you're going to wake up and be a totally different person. Okay? Yeah, it's scary. It's been scary. And like I said, my ego's been running rampant with it. It's been telling me how pretty I am with these kinds of beliefs running. Look how much smoother you think. Look how much smoother you're interacting with other people, you know? And I want my beliefs to breathe. Not like sentience. Okay? Not like sentience. Like expanding and shrinking. Expanding and shrinking. And on this kind of constant breath. Like a metronome, a heartbeat. There's always a flip side. Always a flip side. And they've been running at such a high velocity, high pace, for so long that even to slow down, they could just immediately turn around and go the other way. That's not what you want, right? You want them to be able to go over the hills lightly, you know? And in a kind of way where you could lasso them and stop them in their tracks. I'm using a lot of analogies here. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want my beliefs to not run my life. I want to be the cowboy of my own beliefs. How do I do that? Let them breathe. Don't let them be limiting. Don't let them be stagnating. Don't let it get to a place where I don't know they're there. Because that's when the ego, my ego, the whole thing, wherever it is. Because then the ego gets involved. No, I'm not saying that the ego is bad. You don't want the ego involved. I'm just saying you don't want it so involved that it starts screaming at you when you want that sucker to shrink a little bit or anything. And in this kind of weird shadow realm place, I'm trying to figure out how to shut down the foghorn that the ego has, and then somehow grapple with what the beliefs actually are, and then get them to a place where they're running smoothly enough to where nothing traumatic could happen if I were to change them, change their direction a little bit. Can I make them breathe? Can I expand them, take them to their limits, but then shrink them down to nothing, like a raisin on the vine? Just shrink them down to nothing. Squeeze the last bit of juice out of them, and then throw that sucker in my mouth. I don't know. Do beliefs work like that? Can they? Is there a potentiality in beliefs? I wrote a lot about this, magically speaking. I wrote a lot about this in MAGICK Manifesto. So if you're interested in hearing some philosophical questions about belief in general, pick up MAGICK Manifesto, okay? Linked below. But I just think I've been running ragged, trying to figure out what my beliefs are, how to let them breathe, how to let them expand and shrink, and then turn some kind of chaos magic theory on them to where I really don't care if they morph and change, because they're not running anything detrimental in my life. They're not running anything. They will never have, will they? Do they always have to have a driver's seat? Can I have them all in the back seat? Just all of them. Strapped into car seats. Can I have them all in the back seat? Not flying all over the car, not throwing shit around the car. There's no Cheerios on the floor. They're just strapped the hell in the back seat and quiet. Is that just another form of driving that I'm forcing on them? I'm forcing them to be something that they're not? Oh my God, am I overthinking this? I hit record and I started overthinking. Ugh. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I left this out. I just talked about this for a few minutes. Probably my shortest video I've ever done. I'm going to leave it like this, in this state of, I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about beliefs, about how they drive, about how they run, and what's your ego saying about it all. Does this ever plague you? You tell me. Let's help each other. Oh, I'm going to end it here. Okay? I hope everyone's having a magical day. Much love.